Hi, my name is Rena Morocco, and I have breast cancer. I just finished chemotherapy a few weeks ago, and I'm about to start radiation, so I'm kind of in this nice little healing period. But my eyebrows are finally starting to come in, and so are my eyelashes. So I thought before they did, I would do a video to show people how I fake my eyebrows and eyelashes, so that if you know anybody that has cancer or is recently diagnosed with breast cancer or is currently going through chemotherapy, and it's very devastating when you lose your eyebrows and eyelashes. Mine didn't come out until towards the end of chemo. I think it was actually after I finished chemo when I lost everything. And they're starting to come back, so I wanted to get in here and show you all. Okay, so first let's start with eyelashes. Okay, so I've done my face all the way. I've got mascara, I've got powder, I've got my eyeshadow on. So I've done my face all the way to that point. That's not the way I normally put my makeup on. I usually do my eyes first, and then I do the rest of my face, and then eyebrows. But for the sake of this video, I know a lot of people do their face first and then their eyes. So for the sake of this video, I'll put it on this way. So what I have here is what you're going to need to do your eyelashes is this nifty little brush from Smashbox, and you'll see it's got this angle to it, which is really lovely. And this is Smashbox's waterproof eyeliner. And there's other brands you can use. I've had a lot of success with Smashbox. And you know what I forgot? Since I'm out of chemotherapy, if you're still in chemotherapy and you have a low white blood cell count, for this procedure, I really recommend. I like this Rimmel. This is the eye makeup remover I use, Rimmel. It's pretty inexpensive and it works really well. It doesn't sting your eyes. And what I did when I was going through chemo because of the white blood cell count, I always sterilize my brush first. So I get a cotton ball and I put the eye makeup remover on it, and I would just, just clean it that way. Take the fuzz off. Actually, I wouldn't use my fingers for that. I actually have some other cotton balls that aren't as fuzzy. Then you just dip your brush into the waterproof eyeliner. Be sure you put the lid back on. Very important to put the lid back on, or else your eyeliner will dry out. Okay, and now this is the way I line my eyes even when I do have eyelashes. So this is something that I do anyway. And so what I do first, okay, so I do the top inside of my eyelid first. And I just dab it, okay, on the top. It's hard because I'm looking in the camera, not the mirror on my iPad. And then I do the bottom. It's just a dab. It kind of tickles when if you're not used to doing this, it tickles, so sometimes you have to take a little break. Let me see. I know, it looks kind of gross. You're seeing the inside of my eye. Okay, so then that's the inside. Now, for the eyelashes, I rest my pinky kind of on my chin, and then, this is hard because I can't really see here in this, but I just dab along my eyelid. Okay, so if you haven't started chemo yet, you might want to practice along with eyelashes before you start this. If you know you've been diagnosed and you know you're going to have to start the chemotherapy. I'm looking in my mirror. Sometimes, because I have no eyelashes, sometimes I see a little white line and I'll go through there. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your eyelash line is not normally perfect. Normally, you have eyelashes. Okay, then for the bottom, I only go, again, I'm going just right along the rim, and I only go halfway in. And I'm dabbing. If you notice, I'm not brushing. I'm just dabbing. Okay, it's easier in a mirror than it is on a camera. Okay, so now let's do the other side. And this is where the eyeliner is. It's on my hand. Okay, and so we'll do it again. And let's see. So I'm just dabbing along the inside. I want to make sure I get it. And this is, if you have eyelashes, this is a really good way to line your eyes too. It really makes them pop. If your white blood cell count is low, really be careful, because you're dealing with your eyes, and this is how you can introduce germs in if you're not careful about sterilizing. Also, a friend of mine who had breast cancer said she had gotten pink eye while she was going through chemotherapy. So she recommends, and I do recommend this too, talk to your doctor. I recommend you get a whole new set of makeup, eye makeup especially, mascara, that kind of, especially mascara. Your eyelashes may or may not fall out all the way. They may not fall out for a while, or they might fall out right away. It's really disheartening. I know this has been a real pain for me. Mine have only been out for a few weeks. I can't imagine the women that go through it the whole time. It's been really difficult. But, so here I am. Let's see. I did not get all of this, so I'm just going to dab there. Okay, so now, let's see. I'm seeing that I didn't get all of my lid, and now I'm just going to dab there. Normally this goes a lot faster when I'm just doing it in the mirror, and you get used to doing it. Okay, I'm noticing that I still have some down here on the bottom that is not coming out. Okay, and voila. There. Let's see if I can get the light to go a little bit better so you can see that I have faked eyelashes. So, it's not perfect, but it also, most people don't even notice that I don't have eyelashes. Now, I do, actually, at this point, I actually do have some eyelashes coming in, a little bit. One of the mascaras, now you may have your favorite mascara, and that's fine. I don't, I'm not trying to get anyone to switch brands. But this, if you're not familiar with L'Oreal, and let me see, I didn't pull it out before I turned on the camera, so let's see. This is called Double Extend. This Double Extend by L'Oreal. And this is awesome. It actually has, this end is white, and it actually builds up your eyelashes. So when your eyelashes are just coming in and they're only just little tiny nubs, you can actually build up eyelashes with this so that they look, like you kind of have eyelashes. And then this is the mascara end. You have two ends here, that you do. So that's a good tip for, and when they're starting to fall out, you can kind of keep them looking a little bit longer. So just so that you know. Now, most important is the eyebrows. The eyebrows really, it's devastating when you lose your eyebrows. There is a woman named Anastasia, and she does eyebrows for the stars. And if you happen to live near one of her salons and you can have her do your eyebrows and you have not started chemo yet, highly recommend it. Highly. There's also certain Nordstroms have Anastasia in their beauty departments. I actually was fortunate enough many years ago to go to one of her salons, and they did my eyebrows. So, and the reason why I say that is she's got these wonderful forms. And see, I do the petite arching. This one's really dirty, but because I use it all the time, and you have makeup on. But they'll tell you which arch shape for their stencils that would be the best for you. So that's why I recommend. Also, she makes this eyebrow powder. Okay, this one is a ash blonde brow powder, Duo 2. And it looks like this inside. Okay, so you've got two things. And I like to take my brush and just get a little bit from each one. Okay, and just mix it together like that. And then what you do is you take, this is one of her brushes, you take it, if you look, it's like, you can probably use an eyeshadow brush, because it's just like one of those angled eyeshadow brushes. But you take it and you go over here. If you have some eyebrows left, usually you'll have like a tan line where your eyebrows are. So you're not going completely blind. Okay, but then, once they go, once they leave, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, so now here's the stencil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the stencil up with that little line that I just made. I'm going to go along, try to follow that tan line, or if I still have a little bit of brow left, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to load my brush with more powder, all right? And all I'm going to do is just color in the stencil. And the reason why I'm showing you this way is because I've seen the American Cancer Society has a wonderful program called Look Good, Feel Better. And they teach you certain things. But these stencils and the powder look so natural, especially because you may have little wispy hairs still. Okay, see, and there's my eyebrow. You may have little wispy hairs, and powder will make it look really real, the wispy hairs. And it will look so natural. And you'll see what I'm going to do here. Now I do have I do have little wispy hair, so it looks probably a little bit more. But see, it's a little bit softer. Look, it's not quite as, you know, harsh as the line. It looks a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit more like hair, and it's a little bit easier to do. Okay, so I'm just coloring that in for perfect eyebrows. Okay, now, there. See? And now I have a little bit of, there, a little bit of that. And they're not 100% even or perfect, but no one's eyebrows are. And then I just, there's a little line there in the stencil, so I just always make sure that I do a little bit. And see, there, there. And that's how you fake eyebrows and eyelashes when you have cancer.